Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, I actually believe that we are just in the beginning of the market going down. I believe whether it be like anytime soon or maybe at the end of the year or next year, I believe that we might start seeing the market stay down for maybe an extended period of time. The reason why I believe this, and remember, I'm no financial advisor, I am no expert or anything. This is just me, my thoughts, what I'm thinking about is I work at this place, right? This fast food place, and I don't even work at one store. I work at multiple different stores, multiple different times a week. And what I've been noticing in the past month, and this is just the beginning, I've noticed the sales are going down tremendously, dramatically. So much so that almost at every place that I've worked at, they're cutting the hours down of almost all the employees that I work with. And for me, I still work my regular hours, right? Because I've been working there for a long time, and I'm in a higher position than most people. But most people that are usually working 5 days, 40 hours now are working only 4 days or only working 3 days. And that's what most of the places do. They don't just fire people, they cut people's hours down and they don't fire them. And usually, when people like have a mortgage and have kids, they can't afford to not work less. They have to work at least 40 hours, if not more. Sometimes before, when work was good, people were allowed to do overtime, but now it's strictly no overtime. You cannot do any overtime, and most cases, most people, most people's hours are cut at least by a day. So that's what they do instead of firing people. And I don't believe this is just for my job. I believe that this is for most places out there. If they want, if they don't want they don't want to fire people. They just are cutting people's hours, and when they cut people's hours, people usually leave and try to find another place. But right now, it's not like they're really hiring all over the place. I believe that in this environment, it's going to be very, very hard to find a new job or find a better job that's comparable to the previous job that you worked at and the job that gives you the same amount of hours that you previously worked at. So I believe that this is the beginning. I believe this next quarter will be the earnings will be, you will see earnings go down. I believe that you will see earnings go down in many different companies, and I believe that unemployment will start going up a lot. I don't know how high it would go, but I believe this will be an ongoing thing as long as they keep cutting interest rates, and I mean they keep increasing interest rates. Sorry, I believe that we'll start seeing unemployment go up. So I believe that we need to start preparing. I believe that we will need to start preparing, start cashing up, and I don't know how low we would go. I think we might. I don't know if we would go any lower than we have been before, but I believe it will stay that low for a longer period of time. So we might have a longer time to stack cash up and purchase at those lows. So that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on, after I get these options filled or whatever, after I had to purchase my Palantir, my Neo, and my Charge Point, I'm gonna start buying a lot more stuff, stacking cash up, and buying a lot of different things. I'm gonna start buying all the ones that I have here: Shopify, Palantir, ChargePoint, TTCF, IIPR, PayPal, MP, Facebook, Amazon, all those things. And I even have a little watch list right here of potential opportunities for myself. I might buy into Square. I might get some Coinbase. I might get some. I most likely will get QQQ. I want to get into Nvidia. Maybe I'll get some Bitcoin and Solana just to increase my cryptocurrency stakes in different places. I want to get into Tesla. I don't know if Tesla will go any lower. It might go down more. I don't think it's gonna be an immune. So, but if it gets anywhere close to where it was before in the 600s, I'll definitely start looking into it. But yeah, this is what I believe. I believe that we might stay down for a lot longer than we believe. As long as they keep increasing interest rates, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I think they might overextend, and they're gonna have to start cutting rates. Rates eventually. I don't know if they'll cut rates this year, but oof, it's gonna be tough. I think they might overextend, and once they overextend, boom, everything's gonna go belly up. Lots of places are gonna start going boom. It's gonna be harder to get money. It's gonna be harder to get finances. So this is why I believe right now, yeah, take advantage of whatever wherever you can work, make money anywhere you can. This might be one of the best opportunities to stack cash up and buy at cheap prices. Imagine getting Shopify at around in the 20s, or Palantir in the 6s, or charge points under $10. Like that's that's a good deal right there. Imagine getting Tesla in the maybe in the $600 $500 range, maybe even lower than that. Maybe, you don't ever know, right? Maybe imagine getting Amazon under $100. That's freaking good. Even Neo, imagine getting Neo in the 15s, under 15. That's a freaking steal right there. That's steal. That's easy money, and I'm telling you, once this recession or whatever is done, and we start going back to all time highs, you're gonna easily see Shopify back up. I believe, I don't know, in maybe 2 or 3 years, we might see Shopify back up to the $170 in 2 or 3 years. And if you're buying it at $30, and you're gonna get Shopify maybe in the $170 range or higher in the next 2 3 years, maybe 4 years, whatever. In 4 years, you get a 6x return, maybe even less, maybe even in less time. Maybe you get in 2 years, you get Shopify back to $170 or $180 in 2 years. You get a 6x return in 2 years. What kind of, where are you get that? This is the time. This is the time to buy. Imagine buying Palantir in the 6s or in the 7s, and it goes back to the 20s. Come on, it's gonna go back into the 20s, maybe even the 30s in 2 or 3 years. Again, another freaking 3 4x return right there. 4x return. That's a good bang for your buck. Charge point. You gain charge point in under the $10 range, you might get it back into the 30s, or even the 40s. Another 3 4x return. That's good money right there. Really good money. I'm just telling you. I remember, I'm no financial advisor. I am no professional. So do your own due diligence. But I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm planning on doing. That's what I've been doing, and I'm gonna continue to keep on doing it. I want to see my portfolio get into the six-figure range at least as fast as possible. That's the plan. I'm gonna keep on posting videos, guys. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.